Hi there, welcome to Deb's Way, and I'm Deb. And before I start cooking for the day, cooking dinner, I thought I would do a little shout out here to a few channels, and also I'll put the links down below, okay? One of these, the very first one I'm going to mention was one that I wanted to mention in the last one. And I did mention it, but I had to cut it out because I made some mistakes on saying their name, you know, the name of their channel, and also how many children they had and stuff like that. And it's like, I watch this channel religiously. I knew, but I don't know why I said what I did, but I did. So anyway, the first channel that I'm shouting out here is Copperhead Road Homestead. A great channel, a great family-oriented channel, and I really enjoy it. It's very, I feel it's very homey, very family-oriented, and they want to teach you things on it. They've got a lot going on, and I just love it. Now you've got Daniel and his wife, and for some reason I've always wanted to say her name is Ruia, but I heard her on a live say it was Rua. Okay, so Ruia or Rua. Okay, Mrs. Walker. Anyway, it's Daniel and his wife, Rua, and their 4 children, okay? And they share much acreage with his parents, and her parents or dad live there too. And then also one of Daniel's friends lives on the property as well. It's a huge acreage. So they all have their own little home spots on that property. I think that's fantastic. It's a very family-oriented homestead. And they have goats, and they have chickens, and they have pigs, and they have cute little baby pigs. They're so precious. And they have dogs, and you've got cats, I'm sure. You must have cats. All homesteads, don't they all have cats? But did I say they've got rabbits? And Daniel grows a lot of vegetables. He's always planting, hence they plant every day little growing contests, more or less, that he's got going on. Oh, did I say they got goats too? Yeah, his parents help with goats and chickens. They got eggs. I mean, they've got a lot going on there. If you haven't already checked it out, please do so. I will put the channel link down below as well. But check out Copperhead Road Homestead. I can't say it like Daniel says it. Copperhead Road Homestead there. And he's always pointing, welcome to I said it wrong. Welcome to Copperhead Road Homestead. Okay. Anyway, that's Daniel. And the next channel is His Way. And it's one of the first channels I watched also, one of the first homesteading channels. And I get a kick out of Commander Bacon and his wife Shelley. And they have a few animals there. I know they've got rabbits and chickens, but they have some very entertaining ducks. And matter of fact, I think the ducks kind of rule the people when they're out in the yard. And then Shelley does a lot of gardening, and she must have a green thumb because her garden is like growing like crazy. Check out that channel if you haven't already. And as I said, the link will be below. Okay, well, I think that's it for right now. In a little while, I'm going to be starting dinner, and what I'm going to be fixing tonight is something called calico beans. Now, when I lived up north in Minnesota, this is where I originally got the recipe. People would bring it to our potlucks at work, but it would be kind of like a side dish. It wouldn't be considered a main dish of any kind. It would be a side dish. And primarily, I don't remember the meat being in it as well, but it was basically just a combination of beans and in a sweet syrup. Very good. Well, I've kind of tweaked it, and I found other recipes that kind of gave me the idea of what other ingredients I could put in it, so check it out. We make it a main meal now. It's not quite like a chili at all. It's a very Yeah, it is a very sweet dish. My husband loves it. It is hamburger and a combination of beans and onion, maybe even green pepper, we'll see. But I'll be making that for dinner. And I'm thinking I might dig out the Instant Pot and try it in that. I usually made it before in what I call like a crock pot, a slow cooker more or less, but I think I might try now, you know, on my Instant Pot I have other features than just pressure cook. When I watch videos, they're always doing manual and then for however minutes, and my pressure cooker directions say that, what have I got, a Duo Plus model, and it says that, yes, I don't have a manual button, but my pressure cook button is the same thing. Manual is the same thing as pressure cook. Okay, fine. I have other buttons on that machine though, and there is a slow cook button. I'm going to try it out. That's how I'm going to make my dinner tonight. I guess that's what I was trying to say. I kind of prolonged it there a little bit, but anyway, stay tuned. I'll be cooking supper and I'll show you what I do, okay? So tonight is going to be calico beans. So until later. Okay, we're here in my kitchen now fixing dinner. I've got the hamburger sauteing in the Instant Pot. And it's nicely browning in here. So what I'm going to do is swing the camera around and show you what the ingredients are that I'm going to be putting in and see what it looks like as I mix it all together. Okay, so hold on. All right, these are the ingredients that I'm going to be putting into my calico beans. The recipe calls for 2 onions to be cut up. I also put in some green pepper. Calls for 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of ketchup, and it also calls for a teaspoon of prepared mustard. Well, I don't have any of that, so I'm putting in just a dab of mustard. I suppose that throws in a little bit of a kick. I'm putting in a 22-ounce can of bourbon and brown sugar beans, grillin' beans, a 22-ounce can of grillin' beans steakhouse recipe beans, a 28-ounce can of Bush's original baked beans, and then a 15.5-ounce can of light red kidney beans. I'll mix that all in there with my hamburger that is browning up on the saute cycle. And it actually looks like it's about ready here, so I'm going to add the ingredients. So hold on just a minute. Okay, I have everything mixed in here, all of the ingredients except for the secret All right, I have all the ingredients mixed in here, except for the secret ingredient that adds a little bit of sweetness to it, well, quite a bit of sweetness, and that is breakfast syrup. And yes, we do use sugar-free, but I just add, a smattering of it and mix it in real good. Like I said, it's already got a cup of brown sugar in here, and now it's got what was that? Probably about 2 tablespoons of breakfast syrup, maple syrup. I think I'll add a little bit more. Okay, that was probably about a tablespoon more. But mix it in there real good. And I've still got the Instant Pot on saute cycle, but I'm going to change that. And what am I going to change it to? I'm not going to pressure cook. What I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to put it on meat and see what that does. So cancel that. I'll put it on meat. Leave it on normal. Pressure level. No, normal, high. And that will go for 35 minutes, and then I'll check it at 35 and see what it looks like. Okay, so I'll bring it back in about half an hour. I actually came back out here about half an hour after the cooking started and changed the Instant Pot from the meat and stew cycle to the slow cook cycle. And it's been going on the slow cook now for about 2.5 hours, so it's very nicely blended together. And I'm going to open it up. Actually, I'm going to turn it off here because we're done cooking. Canceling it. And I'm going to open up the pot and we're going to have supper. I'll let you see what it looks like all cooked up. And actually all it had to do was to get heated up together and let all the juices of the beans and everything blend together. Ooh, it looks good. It looks real good. Let me just stir that up and show you. Oh yeah. Let me just stir this up and show you. Yeah. It looks real good and done. Real good. See that? I'm going to dish it up here, but we're going to have supper. Yeah, there we go. We're going to have supper. So, hope you're all having a good one. Take it easy out there, and I'll be talking to you again real soon, but it's going to be bye for now. Oh, and also, I didn't mention the name of this because it goes by a variety of names. I've known it as calico beans, like I said in the beginning, but I've added meat to it. Now, this version of it, without the green pepper in it, and different beans, it's known as hobo beans. I guess you can call it anything. You can put any type of bean in it that you want and make any variation to this recipe to have a really delicious dish. So anyway, I'm going to dish it up now. You all have a good one out there. I'll talk to you again real soon, but it's going to be bye for now.